Sutra number 21 once again. Yatha vrajagopikanam. Narad said that the acharyas of bhakti are the gopis of Braj. And yesterday we discussed how Gopi Prem has been eulogized, praised so tremendously by the great acharyas and all the Vedic scriptures that there's no kind of devotion that can compare to it. The reason for this is that in the gopis, the selfless love manifests to the highest extent. Selfless means that they don't have the slightest tinge of the desire for self-happiness. Their only goal is to make their divine beloved happy. So in the next sutra, Narad now is telling which gopis is he talking about. Tatrapi na mahatmyagyana vismrityapavadah. He says, this is a very interesting sutra. He has used not double negative but triple negative. There were two kinds of gopis. Some of the gopis did not even know that Shree Krishna is God. They just saw he's such an attractive boy and they got attached to Krishna. Some of them. And there were other gopis who knew that he is God. And they would love him. But in the love, they would forget that he is God and only think he is my beloved. So on the one hand, now if the gopis remember that he is God, how can they interact with him so intimately? Each time he comes, they will fold their hands and start Purusha Suktam. Sahasrarshe Rekha Purukha. So when the love increases, that knowledge merges in it. That is why on a practical dealing, the gopis do not know that he is God. But that doesn't mean that this knowledge is not there in their intellect. Because during the Gopi Geet, they say, Na khalu gopika nandano bhava, na khila dehinam antaratmadrik, vikhana sarthito vishvaguptaye, sakha udeivan satvatankule. The gopis say, O Krishna, you cannot fool us. We know you are God. So the gopis do really know that Shree Krishna is God. Akhil Brahmand Naik. However, in that love, they forget. Just like we discussed the example of Shabari, because of her love, she forgot everything and she's giving the half-eaten berries to Ram. So similarly, the gopis, the mahatmyagyana, its vismriti takes place, forgetfulness. Or let us say the yoga maya makes them forget so that they can relish madhurya bhav. So these are the gopis who are engaged in devotion, in knowledge. And there are other gopis who did not have that knowledge. They just liked Krishna, they got attracted to him, and the mind got attached to him. So Narad ji is saying, when I say the acharyas of bhakti are the gopis, I am not talking about those gopis who are the exception to the rule of forgetting the mahatmyagyana. He goes round and round. That's the triple negative he's using. In other words, the first category of gopis, they fall into the rule of forgetting the mahatmyagyana, vismriti. So he says, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the apavad of that vismriti, which is the other category of gopis who did not have the mahatmyagyana, that Shree Krishna is God. So why is he not talking about the other gopis? He's talking about the first category of the gopis. He explains in the next sutra now, 23. Tadvihinam jaranamiva. Those who did not love Krishna with the mahatmyagyana, theirs was jar prem. They were loving Krishna for the sake of their happiness. They just liked him and they loved him. So their bhakti was not characterized by selflessness. They were getting happiness from Krishna. Look at him, to be with him was making them happy. However, the second category of gopis also attained God. In the Bhagavatam, Shukadev ji has highly praised the second category of gopis also. Jagat Gurum Bhartri Buddhya Tasyam Kim Varnyate Tapah. He says, how shall I describe the austerities of this class of gopis, the second class of gopis? What kind of austerities they would have performed that towards Jagat Guru Shree Krishna they got attracted by Madhurya Bhav. So, however you get attracted to Shree Krishna, if your mind goes to him, you will get divine results. Gopyah kamat bhayat kanso dvesha chaidya dayo nripa nityam harau vidadhato yanti tanmayatan hite. This is coming in the Maharas Prasang of the Bhagavatam, the 15th verse of the 29th chapter of the 10th canto. He says, the kings, out of fear, they started thinking of Krishna. Oh, he's going to kill me, he's going to kill me. When will he come? Where will he come? And in fear, the mind got attached to Krishna. Yashoda, out of motherly affection, she got her mind attached to Krishna. Shishupal and Dantavakra, out of hatred and envy. This fellow, how come he is getting ahead of us? He should not. We should get ahead of him. This hatred took their mind to him. The consequence was the mind went to Krishna. Just like if your mind goes to the world out of hatred, this fellow is very bad, very bad, the world will come into your mind. If it goes out of envy, if it goes out of positive, negative attachment, however your mind goes to the world, the mind will get dirty. You will get worldly results. Similarly, if you take your mind towards God in whatever sentiment, since the mind is going towards God, you will get divine results. Just like you take the Paras stone and you lovingly touch it to iron, it will convert it into gold. Accidentally hit it, it will still make it gold. Angrily smash it, it will still turn it into gold. That Paras will do its work, whether it is hit by accident or knowingly. So, na vastu shaktar buddhim apekshate. The vastu, the object, its shakti does not need the knowledge of your intellect to do its work. You drink poison knowingly, you will die. Drink it unknowingly, you will still die. But I did not know that somebody had put poison here. It doesn't matter whether your intellect knows or not. That object will do its job. Similarly, they were the second category of gopis. They got attached to Shree Krishna. However, their devotion was not characterized by selflessness. They loved Shree Krishna for the sake of their own happiness. If I can be with Krishna, I will be happy. If I can see him, I will be happy. In other words, their bhakti was for their own happiness. So the bhakti will give the results. They'll get liberated from the world. But it is not selfless devotion. So Narad ji says, when I talk about the acharyas of bhakti, I am talking about the other category of gopis. You see, even in God realization, there are many categories. Somebody may become God realized. After God realization also there's variety. The yogis and jnanis can never have selfless love because their desire is for self-happiness. Even in the bhakti path, there are so many varieties. Arjun was a great devotee of Krishna. But once Arjun became proud, he was told that, when you from every pore of your body, Krishna, 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 the sound is coming out. So Arjun said, really? I am such a great devotee. Now Sri Krishna thought he doesn't even know the meaning of devotion. When it comes to comparing with the gopis, let me reveal to him. He said, Arjun, let's go for a walk. Arjun said, all right, my lord. They went off into the jungle. Sri Krishna said, I am very thirsty. Arrange for some drink. Arjun said, my lord, where from? See this hut there? Seems like some Babaji is living there. Go and ask him that you want some water. Arjun obeyed. He went to the hut. There was a thin, withered Babaji, ascetic, sitting there. There were two swords hanging from the wall of the hut. And the Mahatmaji had the third sword in his hand. He was picking up fallen leaves from the ground and eating them. Arjun was shocked at what he saw. On one side, such an austere Mahatma, he is not even eating the fruits and leaves. He is waiting for the leaves to fall down and then he is picking them up and eating them. And on the other hand, these three swords, Arjun's curiosity was aroused. He asked Mahatmaji, offered his obeisance, and he asked, can you please explain to me the purpose of these swords in your hut? Mahatmaji said, Beta, I have got some enemies, and these swords are for killing those enemies. Arjun said, Maharaj, who is disturbing you so much? I am a Kshatriya, it's my duty to protect you. Tell me who your enemies are, I will kill them. Mahatmaji said, I will kill my enemies myself. However, when Arjun insisted, he said, listen, this first sword is for Bhrigu. Bhrigu, the sage Bhrigu, he is your enemy? Yes. Maharaj, what did he spoil of yours? You ask, what did he spoil? My divine beloved Vishnu was lying in Kshir Sagar, and Bhrigu went there and kicked him on the chest. You must have heard that Leela in the Bhagavatam. Bhrigu went and kicked Vishnu on the chest. How dare he do that? If I find him, I will not leave him, I will finish him off. Tell me, will you kill him? Arjun said, my lord, Brahma Hatya, killing a Brahman, this is not good for me. I cannot kill him. Tell me the second sword. Whom is this for? Maybe I can help there. Babaji said, the second sword is for Draupadi. Draupadi? But what harm did she cause to you? Now he doesn't know, Mahatma Ji doesn't know that Draupadi is Arjun's wife. So he said, Mahatma Ji said that Draupadi, just for her own self-interest, she fed the remnants of that Akshay Patra to my beloved. Why did she do that? Now some people may think, to save your life you can do anything. But the selfless devotee says that I should not trouble my beloved. And to save your life you are feeding him. That's wrong. That is not selfless devotion. So he said that how come she fed her own remnants to the Lord? If I can find Draupadi, I will kill her. Tell me, are you going to help there? Arjun said, my lord, killing women, it's totally unbecoming of a Kshatriya. That's not the spirit. Tell me this third sword, for whom is it? Now, hearing the mention of the third sword, Babaji started trembling and annoyment. He said, this is for Arjun. Now, Arjun started shivering that I was saved in the Mahabharata, but from this spiritual power I will not be saved. He said, Maharaj, what has Arjun spoiled of yours? You say, what has he spoiled of mine? Do you know, during the Mahabharata, he made Shree Krishna drive the chariot for him. He was sitting there comfortably and Shree Krishna used to take him around. How did he have the guts to make my Lord serve him in that manner? If I find him, I will cut him to pieces. Now, you see, again, Arjun's devotion, he did have Sakhya Bhav, but the devotion was not selfless. It was selfish. Sri Krishna should make me happy. So, Mahatma Ji said, tell me, why have you come? You want something? Arjun said, Maharaj, I am going to come later. Please wait. And he ran off from there, went running straight to Sri Krishna. Sri Krishna said, Arjun, did you get the water? Arjun said, my lord, let's move a little ahead and then I'll tell you. So, although Arjun and Draupadi and Bhrigu are God-realized saints, nevertheless, they do not possess that selfless love.